Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, where today I thought, well, first of all, I thought I'd play World War II, and secondly, I thought, you know what, I'm just a little bit tired, I suppose, of playing regular tanks. You know, tanks that have a hull and a turret, just like every other tank in the game. You pull the trigger, the shot goes out, you wait for the reload, you pull the trigger again, you know, rinse and repeat. I wanted to play tanks that were different. I wanted to play the weirdos, basically. I wanted to play the tanks that don't follow the normal convention of the game. You know, the Centurions, the Tigers, the Leopards, all these tanks, in a nutshell, they're all the same. From a mechanical point of view, in the game, turrets turn, hulls traverse, engines drive you forward, and the gun fires. That's about it. These are different. And this is the Calliope? I don't know how to say this. Calliope. This thing. I think it's the T-34 as well, which is confusing to me because there's various T-34s in the game now. But this is probably the weirdest World War II tank, I would say. It's the most unique World War II tank. I would definitely say that, because it is the only rocket-equipped World War II tank. And I do remember when this was first announced, there was a lot of, ATGMs are coming to World War II. What are we going to do? Oh no, everyone's going to get upset. Well, from what I've seen from people, what I'm reading, the feedback on this tank, it's not destroyed World War II like some people thought it would. At least not in my opinion, it hasn't. It has its place. It is a Sherman, so it's not got a brilliant armour. Well, it has a little bit of armour. Nothing that's worth writing home about. And the gun is low alpha, relatively low penetration, but the reload is rapid. But what makes this different is these, I think there are 60 rockets on top of this thing. I've just put the first salvo out, which completely missed because I wasn't, the aim, you've got all 60 tubes and they do just fire in a straight line. So if the line of the rocket you're firing is in line with a rock, like you just saw me do there, you're going to hit the rock, even if you're aiming at the tank. But this here is a demonstration of just putting this rapid reload to work. Peek, shoot, pull back, peek, shoot, pull back. Just keep going. That constant movement means it's difficult for an enemy tank to put an accurate shot in, especially if they want to aim for a specific weak point. Not that you need to aim for a weak point on the Sherman. It's a little bit everywhere's a weak point, but it's kind of working. And at this point, I'm still getting, I'm being very brave at this point. I'm only on 67 hit points, and I was thinking maybe I should be a bit more conservative, but no, I think to hell with that. I'm not going to be conservative at all. I am, though, going to use the extra height of the rocket pod? It's not, what is it? I don't even know what to call this. The launch bay? I have no idea. There's probably a name for it. If you know what the name is, let me know. But anyway, this array of rocket tubes is just... the extra height means you can actually shoot down over obstacles, which is great. If you're in my position and you've only got 67 hit points left, you can shoot down on the tanks that are trying to come at you around this little rise. So, in the space of 4 minutes now, the game has just gone over 4 minutes old, we have 2,324 damage and 6 kills. Driving past one wreck there, 2, 3, 4, and there's one further behind us. There's 5. The 6th one, I don't know where that one went. But anyway, all of those dead tanks, that was yours truly. So, yes, in the right situation, this tank is formidable. It absolutely is. But it does need to be played within its limitations, because it is, what is it, a tier 6 I think it is, and it is a Sherman. Yeah, Shermans not known for their armor at all, but they are pretty mobile. The gun does reload pretty rapidly, and the accuracy isn't too bad. Not on this one anyway. I like this tank because it's different. Recently, I'm just really enjoying tanks that are different. In Cold War, I like the Rakuten Jagdpanzer because it's ATGMs only. That's different. I like the Rock Crawler because it's that 183mm gun. Take a break from that. You can see you really do need to lead the shots with this rocket pod. You need to lead the shots by quite a long way, and I haven't quite got the hang of it. I played a game the other day with someone who had got the hang of it, and boy, they didn't miss a shot. But there we go. 7 kills, 2,570 damage in the Calliope. I think I'm butchering the name. The Calliope? Calliope? It's not Gallipoli. Gallipoli is somewhere else, isn't it? Or is that Gallipoli? I think it's Gallipoli. Anyway, we'll move on. Speaking of, like I said I wanted to play the weird tanks, and here we are in the Jackal, which again, this is a Sherman hull, but we have, I believe it's an AMX. It's a French turret. So we've got this massively tall hull that is, I don't know if this, I believe the Sherman was as tall as it was because it had a radial engine at the back, which is basically an aircraft engine, so you've got to fit this giant circle of pistons in the back, which is why it's so tall. But we've got a variant here that has very little gun depression, a 4-shot autoloader, and a tiny, tiny little turret. It's a weird one. This one looks, it's just a fact. It just looks weird. I'm playing the weirdos. I said this is a weird one. This is for weird tanks. This video, and this one certainly does fit the bill. But going back to what I was saying earlier, yeah, I'm enjoying playing the odd tanks. The Rakuten Jagdpanzer, ATGM only, the Rock Crawler with the 183mm gun, and this long reload. I like the Object 120. I like the Cali, that thing, the first game. And I like this thing as well. Even the only thing I don't like about this tank is the gun depression. And that was a very nice first shot there. RNG said yes to that one. But one other thing I love about this thing is the clip reload is, we'll wait here a second, 1 second, 9 seconds. With my crew, I can't remember what crew I've got on this, I can't even remember what equipment I've got. I think I've got vents because you don't get the, that shot's not going to go through. No, don't try that. You don't get the, what is it, advanced, yeah, the reload. The rammer. It used to be called the gun rammer. I can't remember what it's called now, but you don't get that in autoloaders. So I think I've swapped that out for vents to try and increase or improve the reload. Now, what you're seeing me do here, this is my Cold War mindset coming in. One thing when I play World War II, one thing I really struggle with is just how passive everybody is. I feel like I'm playing with a bunch of people who are just scared to drive forwards. So, I am demonstrating how the left stick works on the controller. And it would seem the heavy that's sitting behind me, I don't know what that heavy is, but the heavy is also, that's a Tiger 2, isn't it? Yeah. Tiger 2? Yeah, Tiger 2. Hey, tank recognition. Tiger 2 has, he's decided he's going to follow me up this way. I can't remember the name of the other, was it a Garnich up there? Or a KV, the standard Garnich, whatever it is. That's a tough target. And I believe the Jackal is a tier 7, that's a tier 8. And, that tough target. And if you're a tier down, then yeah, that really is a tough target. But I do like the fact the Jackal has this 4-shot autoloader. I don't necessarily like the gun depression, though. I can't remember off the top of my head what the gun depression is. I can put it on the screen now, just for anybody curious about this tank. Yeah, it's a limiting factor, especially when you're in a position like this where you're on live oaks and you're playing the embankment, the railway embankment. This is awkward, I think is the word. And I'm hoping that the SU is looking at the Tiger 2, so I'm pulling in to the compound here, trying to, there's a track. I don't, yeah, this is just maintaining the track. So we get the track assist. There we go. The penetration, on this gun does feel like it's lacking a little bit. I've had this tank for a while. It's been a long time since I played it. This was one of the first games I played in it as of, recently. And I thought, the pen does seem to be a little bit low. It is letting me down a little bit. Or it's because my knowledge of World War II is rusty and I'm not aiming for the weak points. Maybe I just need to learn the weak points. But if you don't have this tank, these are my thoughts on it. So, World War II being World War II, we don't have true vision. I know I'm spotted. I know as soon as I pick the corner, I get detected. So all I can really do at the moment is wait for my team to push up. The Tiger that was off to my left has gone. The B, what's that? That's Italian, I know. And it's always nice to have AFK, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, ammo rack. There you go. That's easy damage. But I'm still being detected by something that I believe is sitting in H1 or G1. So playing this compound, this little courtyard area, getting spotted, pulling back, reloading, not much else you can do. And my team is melting in the middle because likely there are people sitting on the hill in DE2 in the bushes on that mound, shooting straight down into the marsh area because that is where all my TDs were. I believe there were 3 TDs there earlier, and now there's only 1. So, yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle, and this is where I decide, you know what, I am not just going to sit here. I'm going to, again, use the left stick, and I'm going to make a move. So, pushing down the side of the outer edge of the compound, back down into the swamp to maintain maintain lack of visibility is what I'm trying to say. If I'm driving at the top of the embankment here, everybody will see me. If I drive at the bottom, fewer people will see me. And it's a good thing I moved, because a tank destroyer has just been spotted driving into the compound I just left. Jagdpanzer 4 there has been dissolved, deleted, due to the incredible interclip reload of this thing. One of the reasons why I like this thing. It does have very, very good interclip reload. Artillery there. I could be wrong, but that tracer looked like it went straight through my tank. And I wouldn't be surprised if that were true, because I've been playing artillery a little bit recently, and I've had a couple of shots where I've seen the tracer go straight through a tank, and I thought, that's not normal. That shouldn't be happening. Yeah. And it's a good thing I did leave that compound, because that TD, as you just saw there, is a Sturmpanzer, and that would have turned me into scrap, for sure. So now we have the numbers advantage, although again I'm using my Cold War aggression and maybe pushing the aggression a little too much here. Some people might think this is stupid. Don't play like this, but if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. And the reason I was heading towards this depression, I pulled left because I feigned to the right, and the equalizer there did look to the right, and he had his back turned to me as I came around here. So we get the 9-second reload in, and now we use the interclip reload and the 4 shots to try and finish him off, which isn't enough. So now we're on our second reload. Equalizer fluffs the shot into the ground. He's probably not very happy at this point, and I believe that was 7 or 8 shots. 7 or 8 shots to kill the equalizer and 2 clip reloads. Oh boy, that was I got to admit, I thought, oh boy, this is it. I'm done. There's no way I'm escaping this. Poor equalizer, not happy. Not happy at all. With hindsight, he probably should have pushed up to the border, because then I wouldn't have been able to drive around him. But hey, it is what it is. So now we're hunting the last TD, and is it that Sturmpanzer from earlier? I can't remember. I don't think I get any other shots in this game, though. I think this is it for me. Because yeah, there he is. What is he? Where is it? Too far away to see. I don't know. I can't remember. What is it? Look. Look. Oh no. It was a Hellcat. There we go. Well, there's that game. So there you go, guys. That is 2 games in tanks that are just completely weird. MVP first game, second place in the second game. 3 kills, 2,068 damage in a tank that doesn't have the best gun performance, but it's a weirdo. You know, sometimes you've got to love the quirky. Sometimes you've just got to make space for that. So there you go. That is all I've got for this video, guys. If you've enjoyed it, please leave it a like. If not, a dislike. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in the next one.